In the picture on your right, you see Madison Marini.
She was outgoing,
Age 17 with her mother and grandmother.
and beautiful,
On your left, Madison, age 19, before senior prom.
and talented.
But there in the middle,
It's been devastating and miserable and horrible.
that's where Madison is right now, at age 22.
Every morning I wake up and I go over there and I just am so overwhelmed by the fact that my daughter is in a box. And I wear her ashes. I have ashes in the locket. I wear her bracelet. I carry around her hair.
On December 5th, Madison started a new journal.
This journal is going to be all about my new independent life and my timeline of me achieving everything I set my heart on.
Madison was many things in her short life, but most recently it was a heroin addiction which defined her.
I have a pending charge, no license or car, not in school and still living at home. I work at Taco Bell, but my goal is by the end of this journal, all of that will change.
But that was the end of the journal.
It's the only one in here.
On December 29th, the Taco Bell where Madison worked became the Taco Bell where Madison died.
I wake up every morning and for a brief second, I forget. And I pray that it was a nightmare, and then I remember, and then the rest of the day ends up being my nightmare.
Overdosed in the bathroom, her killer, her only companion.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they sell to these kids, take their money and hand them over this drug and walk away and know that there's a 50-50 chance that they've just killed them.
Enter.
Here he is. He's out.
The Winston-Salem Police Department Special Investigations Division.
Coming towards the car now.
Ready to watch a takedown? The guy in the hoodie has no clue there's a SWAT team feet away until right about now.
They don't care that it's destroying lives and literally killing their customers.
Here you can see their canine get a hit on his car, and this is why.
Small amount of powder cocaine, heroin, and crack cocaine.
After that, they went to his house and found more.
Xanax, OxyContin pills, marijuana, heroin, and powder cocaine.
All right, they're turning right here.
Their undercovers are out there.
Oh, you got an alert.
They're informants too.
There's your problem apartment.
They're running surveillance everywhere from your mall
Here's your boy.
to your gas station
And we're getting ready to transition
to your neighborhood.
Did anybody see the Impala that came in and picked the guy up?
They'll run operations with as few as 8 officers and as many as 100.
If you choose to poison the citizens of this city with heroin, we have chosen to make you our priority.
Before it gets to the dealers, they say the heroin is made in Afghanistan, China, and Mexico, with most of the heroin in the U.S. coming in over our southern border.
That would be about what a user amount would be.
Along the way, they're cutting it to make more money off less dope, adding fentanyl, which is 100 times more powerful than morphine, and even carfentanil. That's an elephant tranquilizer.
The airborne particles of fentanyl have actually overcome police officers that were packaging and testing the stuff.
A big reason why, for the first time, overdoses have become the #1 cause of accidental deaths in the United States.
It's past car accidents, which has been the #1 cause of death for decades.
In Forsyth County in January of 2016, there were 8 overdoses. In January of 2017, there were 23.
But when you're looking at the lifeless body of a 20 or 21-year-old laying on an asphalt parking lot, the gravity of what's going on settles in quickly.
And in the state of North Carolina, the dealer is just as guilty as the drug.
But to the dealer that delivers a lethal dose of heroin, and we can prove that they have delivered that heroin to the addict, we're going to charge the dealer with second-degree murder.
Let's say they can't prove it, and take the guy you watched get arrested, for example. On the state side, the heroin they found can get him 20 years. On the Fed side, if he sold the heroin and it killed someone, 20 years. And the cocaine and guns could get him 10.
One of the things we're trying to do is utilize the system's going to give us the biggest bang for our buck.
Winston-Salem PD is also chasing the dealers more than those chasing the high. In 2016, 2/3 of their heroin arrests were for simple possession, mostly users. In the first month of this year, it became a 50-50 split. Half of their arrests for intent to distribute or trafficking.
That's the shift, the paradigm shift in the heroin initiative.
And they're giving the users an option: become part of the conspiracy or help identify the dealers and seek treatment.
I spent my professional career understanding and knowing this is a disease.
Which provides some hope. We've faced down diseases before.
It affects all classes, it doesn't discriminate.
With more care,
It doesn't care where or when.
more education,
There are no demographic barriers.
more research,
It doesn't matter how much money you make, where you live, how you were raised.
we can have fewer users,
None of that matters. Heroin is not choosy.
fewer crying mothers,
I'm overwhelmed with the idea that I'm never going to see her again,
fewer life stories left unwritten.
and I'm never going to touch her and talk to her.
Michael Hennessy, Fox 8 News.